Okay. So there are some methods of array object in JavaScript we have seen. Okay, look at the screen. We saw concat as a method. Okay, of which object? Array object. What is the use of concat? It concatenate two or more arrays. Okay, we have created three arrays. We have concatenated all the three arrays here using concat method. Concat means what? We merge all the elements of the arrays. Okay. So if you merge all these three arrays, all these elements, these three element, and the second array is two elements, and the third array is three element, everything will be merged and it will be stored as a single array, stored in a single array. Okay. So you have given the name for that array as all foods. Okay. So inside the all foods array, you will see at last all these elements. Okay. So that is concat. And then we saw join as a second method, next method of the array object. What is the use of join? Join will merge all the array elements. That means a single array, in single array, all the elements it will merge and it will display that as a string. Okay. So we have taken one array called car makers. Okay. We have three elements in that array. We applied join method. Okay. Remember, when you use the method, you have to use along with the object name. This is your object car makers which you created. So object name dot method name. And remember, in join method, you have to give the delimiter as a parameter. Okay. So here you can give anything, even comma, dot, semicolon, colon, any special character. Here I have given combination of characters. Okay. Dot, colon, pipeline. Then colon, dot. All these I have given within a single double quote. So this is going to be a single delimiter. Okay. It's not necessary you have to give only this as a delimiter. Anything you can give. If you, whatever you are giving as a delimiter, special character, that is going to be the separation symbol in the string. Okay. So my first element and then my delimiter, second element, delimiter, third element. But anyway, when you see the entire output, this is a single string, not array, single string, underline. Okay. Next, push. Also we saw push is used to, push method is used to add one or more elements at the end of the array. So there are two element array. The name of the array is God. And then we apply the method push along with the object name. Object name is God. Method name is push. What should be the parameters? Which are the elements should be added at the end of the array? That should be the parameter. So I have given two parameters. These two parameters will be added with this God object. Okay. So what will be the output? The output will have four elements because there were two elements in the array and you have added two elements using push method. You have added two elements using push method, where this added element will be stored at the end of the array, at the end of an array. Okay. So this will be your output. Then you print. Then you print what? God. God is what? God is a method. Which method it is? Sorry, God is an object. Which object it is? Array object. Okay, I hope you understand and you all are following. Next method we saw already, which is pop method. I'm going little fast because we have completed all this already. Pop method. Pop method is also a method of array object which is used to take the last element from the object. Okay. So I typed last time. No? I think it went below. 1 second. Okay. So like push, here also you have to create an array. For example, we can take the same array. As I did not write the example for pop method, I am going to explain using the same example of push method. Okay, assume
Ma'am, why
that
do we
this,
write document dot write?
sorry,
Can you explain why do we write that document dot write?
oh my god, we are going to finish the JavaScript. You are asking why we have to write document dot write. Document dot write is a print method. It is a print uh, statement, we can say print statement in JavaScript. Document dot write is a print statement in JavaScript. Students, remember we already discussed about two different print statement, output statement of JavaScript. One is document dot write, another one is get element by ID. Get element by ID. We discussed the difference between write and get element by ID also. Okay. So document dot write is a print method. It will print whatever you want to display in the screen. Okay. Every programming language will have output method, or we can call that as a print method. Okay. Like that, our JavaScript is also having a print method. Something you want to display on the screen, you need some statement, right? So that is this here for JavaScript. Document dot write is a output statement. It's a print statement in JavaScript. Okay, students, already you studied the C programming language, imperative programming. Okay, in that, what is output method or output statement? What is the output statement of C? Any one of you? How will you display something? How will you display the value of the variable? Or how will you display the string in C programming language?
Printf.
That is the only print statement. Yes, good. But that is the only print statement which you can use in the C. Students, what happened? Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, brother John? Brother John? Now I have to wake you up, isn't it? Students, print statement or output statement of C. Printf, yes, printf we can use. Anything else? Or only printf is the output statement? Students?
Ma'am, till now we only know printf only to print. If we want to print something, we use printf only, ma'am.
So you in C you did not use any other print statement.
No, ma'am, only printf.
Okay. So you have to ask to sir, any other output statement is there in the C. Sir only teaching the Nimesh, no. Manoj sir. Okay. Or otherwise you can even search and find what are the other print statement. Is there any other print statement in program, this C or not? Okay. So now like that, how you use printf as a output statement or print statement or display statement in C? Here in JavaScript, we will use document.write or document.get element by ID. This already we discussed. Okay. Okay. So document.write is the output statement, which is used to display something on the display unit. The display unit can be anything. It can be your screen, or it can be printer, anything. Okay. So, 1 second. Okay. So using pop, what you can do, you can take the last element from the array. So if you have taken this is a object, God is array object, and if you apply pop, remember when you use pop, you will not use any parameters like push, because in push you have to add some the elements. Those elements which you are going to add should be given as a parameter. Okay, in push. But in pop, you are not going to add anything. You are just going to remove the last element. Okay, so you no need to give anything, any parameter. Okay, so you will use only God dot push. The parenthesis will come. That's it. Okay. So what will happen after you applied pop on God object? If you try to display the God object, you will get only in this case, you will get only the second element. Okay. Sorry, the last element will be removed. You will get only the first element. When you apply pop, pop means you are popping out the last element. Using pop, you can remove only the last element. Remember, okay, takes the last element of the end of the array. Okay. Okay, this is an example. Example is there. It is there in a different color, no? So I thought that is the example of the another next method. So this is the example of the pop method. Okay. So I have created a object which is called monsters, and I have added 3 elements in that object, array object. And then I apply the pop method. Okay. When you write the method, you have to write along with the object name, which is our object name. Monsters is the object name. So monsters dot pop. Observe here, I did not give any parameter. Okay. In the push method, I have given the parameter which are the elements should be added. But here I did not. Empty parenthesis. Look at here. Okay. So pop method ke liye you no need to give any parameter. So what the pop will do? It will just remove the last element from the monsters object. Okay. Here you mention which object? Monsters object. So in the monsters object, it will just remove or take off the last element. Okay. So which are the elements of the monsters object? These are the 3 elements which are there in the monsters object. So the last element will be taken off. Okay. So that after you applied the pop, you are saving the result of the pop in one variable, which is last monster. Okay. Now this last monster is also going to be a object. So when you write document.write last monster, it will display the element which you have taken from the monsters. Okay. So using a pop method, you are taking the last element from the object, and using the document.write, you are displaying that last element. You are displaying that last element. Okay. So you displayed the last element. Now what is the status of the main object? The main object, from the main object, the last element will be removed. Okay. So now after you applied the pop method, the monsters object will have only these 2 elements, because using a pop method, you removed the last element. So now if you print monsters, it will show only these 2 elements. Okay. All right. That is pop. Students, what is push? Pushing means what? Adding
You can add
one
one
or
more
more
element.
elements. Yes, 1 or more elements at the end of the array. Okay. Pop removing the last element from the end of the array. Removing the last element. Here using pop, you can't remove more than one element. Remember, only one element. When you add, you can add more elements. But when you remove, when you take, using pop, you can remove or you can take only one element. That is also the last element. First element you can't take. Okay. So last element you can take using the pop method from array. Now shift. That is another method of array object. What the shift will do, using shift, what can you do? Takes the first element of the beginning of the array. Now, what is the difference between pop and shift? Pop will takes only the last, underline, last element of the array. But shift, using the shift, you can take the first element from the beginning of an array. Okay. So, first element you can take. If you want to take first element, you have to use shift method. If you want to take the last element, you have to use pop method. Okay. Let us see the example for shift. We have created the object with the three elements. Okay. Array object. And then we are applying the shift method. Note down here, the shift also, shift does not have any parameters. Okay, like push. Pop also does not. Okay, pop also does not have any parameter. Shift also does not have any parameter. So if you shift, if you apply shift, only the first element, this is the first element of the monsters array, that will be taken off. Okay. So now if you write, if you display document using the document.write, if you display the first monster, the result of the shift will be stored in the first monster variable. That will be displayed. Okay. What is the output? The wolfman, that is the first element of the array. So what the shift had done, the shift method takes the first element. Okay. If you want to store, you can store the taken first element in the variable. That is what we did here. Okay. And then we displayed it. And then I just displayed a horizontal line in the output in the browser screen. So that also I have to do using document.write. Anything if I want to display in JavaScript, I have to use document.write. Okay. These are JavaScript code, right? The previous lines. So if I want to give some horizontal line in the JavaScript code after displayed this wolfman, then of course I have a tag for that, which is HR. But this tag is what? This is a HTML element. Okay. So using the document.write, which is your JavaScript code, within the JavaScript code, you are using HTML, HR. Okay. So the HR should be given within the double quotes. Remember, this is very important. Okay. The HTML code should be written within the double quotes inside the JavaScript. Okay. So document.write, if you display monsters, the object already, because of the shift method, it lost the first element. So excluding the first element, the other elements will be displayed. Okay. I hope you're clear on the shift method of array object. We have another method which is unshift. What the shift has done? Shift takes the first element from the beginning of the array. Unshift add. How push adder? Using push method, we added one or more elements at the end of the array. Here, using the unshift, we add one or more elements to the beginning of an array. Underline beginning of the array. At the starting of the array, we can add one or more elements using unshift method. Okay. So unshift, you should remember what is push pop and shift unshift will do. Okay. Unshift add, whenever you add one or more elements. Whenever you remove or take, you will take only one element. Okay. But there are methods to take more than one element also. We will see that later. Okay. So unshift adds one or more elements at the beginning of the array. Okay. Unshift you should able to compare with push. I repeat. Okay. Push is also used to add one or more elements, but where it will add at the end of the array. But this unshift will add one or more elements at the beginning of the array. Okay. Okay, now I have created a object which is called trees, which has 3 elements. Okay. I am applying the unshift method on the trees object. What will happen? Whatever parameters, unshift also you have to give the parameter. The parameter should be the elements which should be added. Okay. So now these 2 elements should be added within the trees object. Where it will be added? It will be added in the, it will be added as first 2 elements. Okay. So when you print the trees object, you will get all these elements. But see the sequence. Which element you added using the unshift displayed first. That became first 2 elements. Okay. The elements which were there already are the followed elements. Okay. So then the elements will be added after added the new elements. Okay. This you have to remember. This is unshift. Okay. Now next method is a slice method, which is very commonly used method. Okay, if you want to take one or more elements, that means a portion of elements in an array, then you will use a slice method. Okay, students remember, using pop also you take the element from the array. But which element you have taken using pop? Using pop, you take only the last element of the array. Only one element, that is also last element. Okay. Using shift, you have taken only first element of an array. Now using slice, you are taking whichever elements you want, a portion of element you are taking. There is no condition, only the first element or second element, only first element or last element. Like pop and shift, here whichever element you want, whichever continuous element you want, you can take using a slice method. For example, first and second element I want to take. Second and third element I want to take, I can take. Third and fourth element I want to take, I can take. Last 2 elements I want to take, or last 3 elements I want to take, or excluding the first element, all other elements I want to take, or excluding the last element, all other elements I want to take. Whichever element I want to take, elements I want to take, I can take using slice. So it returns a portion of an array by specifying the starting index and the range. This is little confusing because you did not see the example. After you saw the example, I again explain what is this slice. Okay. Now we will see the example for slice. We will see an example for slice. Okay. So people is a object which I have created. It has 6 elements in it. 6 elements. So people is which object? Array object. Why? It has elements, number of elements. So people is an array object. I have created people array object, and then I apply slice. Okay. See the syntax of slice. This is different from all other methods, slice method. Okay. What is the syntax of slice method? Please listen, all of you. Syntax of slice method. Object name, dot slice. There are two parameters. Okay. Both the parameters are numbers. Okay. First parameter is the index, starting from the index. That is the index value. Okay. Index means index of element. Index of array element. If you have given 0 here, that denotes first element. Okay. If you mention 1 here, that denotes the second element. Okay. And so on. Okay. So the first one is the number. It's the first parameter of slice method. Number. But the number should be the index of any of the element. Index of any of the element. Okay. What about the second parameter of slice? That is number of elements. This is not index. This is not index value. This is number of elements. So if I mention 3 here, there are 3 number of elements. If I 2 here, there are 2 number of elements. 1, then only 1 element. Okay. Okay. Now these two parameters togetherly say whichever element should be taken from the object. Okay. For example, now here I have given 0, 3. 0 is the index. So the 0 is the index of which element? The first element. Okay. So starting from first element, Frank, how many elements should be taken? 3 elements. Look at the second parameter, 3 elements. So starting from the first, 1, 2, 3. These 3 elements should be taken off. Getting it? Students, I repeat.
Yes, ma'am.
Slice method removes or takes 1 or more elements from the given array object. Which is a given array object here? People. People is a object, array object. How many elements it has? 6 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 elements. Okay. Now I am applying slice method on this people object. So people dot slice. I am applying slice method on the people object. Slice method on people object. Okay. So slice method should have 2 parameters. The first parameter will be the starting index of the element. Okay. The second parameter should be the number of elements. So 0 denotes the index of some element. Which element here? Frank. Why it is 0? 0 denotes the first element. So starting from Frank, how many elements should be taken off? 3 elements. So Frank, Alice, John. So all these 3 elements will be taken off. Okay. If you have given 1, 3, students listen. I am giving here instead of 0, 3, I am giving 1, 3. Which are the elements will be taken? 1. Here assume that 1. Okay. So 1 is the index of which element? The second element. So starting from Alice, 3 elements should be taken. So Alice, John, Kim, all these 3 will be taken. Okay, so which are the elements should be taken is completely depending on what is the parameters you are giving within the slice. Okay, I hope you all understood. Now you are writing you want to display that here only simply you are applying the method and the result of the method will be stored in another variable which is portion. Okay. So the portion will have, after executed this line, what is the status of portion variable? Portion variable will have first 3 elements. So after executing the statement, portion will become what? Again, another array object. Why I am saying array object? Look at the values which stored in the portion. These 3. First 3 elements. So this is also array object. Portion is also array object. Okay. So when you write the portion, the taken off elements will be displayed. Okay. That is use of slice. we have another method which is called splice. Splice. That is, the previous one was slice. This is splice. S-P-L-I-C. Splice remove array elements and optionally replace. So replacing is actually main function of splice, because removing the elements we have other options, other methods. Okay, but our intention is we have to remove some elements, at the same time we have to replace some elements in that removed position. Okay, so then we will use splice. So splice will perform two operations. One is remove the given array elements, and optionally it will replace the given elements. So there are two ways you can use the splice. Okay, first one with only two parameters. Okay, before that, here I have created a object with 5 elements. Okay, which is my object name. Instruments is my object name. Okay, how many elements? 5 elements. 5 elements are there in the instruments object. Okay, now I apply splice on instruments object. I apply splice method on instruments object. Okay, with 2 parameters. What are these 2 parameters? Again, the first one is index, the second one number of elements. Okay, but these 2 parameters, look at, you are using within the splice method, not slice method. Okay, if you use these parameters in slice method, that acts different from this. Okay, now within the splice method, you are using 2 parameters. These 2 parameters also, like slice, the first parameter is a index of element, the second parameter is a number of elements. So what it denotes, you have to take 0th element. 0th element is piano. From that you have to take 2 elements. So piano and guitar, these 2 elements will be taken. Okay, that's it, because you have given only 2 parameters. So these 2 parameters will be removed from instruments. Okay, after you applied this splice method, if you print the instruments object, then excluding this, because using splice you removed the first 2 elements, no. So excluding these 2 elements, other elements will be the output. Okay, okay, but this is not the ultimate use of splice. Okay, because removing the to remove first 2 elements, here what we did, we removed first 2 elements, piano and guitar. This we can do using another method. What is that method name? Any one of you? I want to remove first 2 elements from the main object. Do I have any other option? Students, any other methods? Any one of you? Students.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened? Are you all listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what we did, using splice, we removed first 2 elements. Okay. This we can use using some other method also. What is the name of the method?
If method.
Sorry. Which method? Say loudly. Students, I couldn't hear. There is a noise from your side.
Shift.
Slice. Slice method?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Good. Very good. So using slice method itself, we can do the same we did for slice using slice method. No. Then what is the use of splice? A splice, if we have given 4 parameters like this, 4 parameters or more than 2 parameters, more than 2 parameters. Here we have given only 2 parameters. So apart from this, any other parameters we have given, it will remove and also it will replace the elements. So now what this denotes, a splice with 0, 2, organ, saxophone. What this denotes? So first this will remove this by taking these 2 parameters, it will remove the 2 elements. As per these parameters 0, 2, starting from 0th index position, 2 elements will be removed, and the third and fourth element will be replaced in the position of piano and guitar. Okay, so that is the advantage of splice. It will remove and also replace. Okay, so now if you display document.write instruments, you will get newly added 2 elements and also these 3 elements. Okay. Okay, now that is the use of splice method. We have other methods also which are very rarely used, but you have to know about that. Reverse. Reverse, as name implies, it will transpose the array elements. Okay. So there is a array which has 3 elements. What are those elements? A is one element, B is another element, C is another element. A, B, C, 3 elements. Okay. Letters is a array object. Okay. You are applying reverse on letters. You are applying reverse method on letters object. You are applying reverse method on letters object. So what will happen? All these will be transposed. Okay. So what will be the answer? CBA, reverse, CBA. Okay. So that will be the result. Then we can use sort, but using sort we can perform only the natural sort, ascending order. Okay. So performs a natural sort of an array elements. It will sort the array element. It will arrange the array element using ascending order. So that is a object I have created, which is people. Okay. There are 3 elements. There are 3 elements in that object. And then I apply the sort. Sort, no need to give any parameter. The result will be, when you display the people object, then the result will be alphabetically, it will be arranged in ascending order. A, then J, and then R. So Alex, John, Robert. Okay. If suppose here also A and here also A, assume. Okay. Then it will compare the second character of both. In that which is coming first will come first here. Okay. So alphabetically it will assign in ascending order. Okay. So these are the commonly, there are so many methods in each and every object, but we have seen only few which are commonly used. Okay. Concat, join, push, pop, shift, unshift, slice, splice, reverse, sort. Okay. All these are methods of array object. Next we will see methods of string object. Methods of string object. Students, about the array in JavaScript, till now we have seen how to define the array in 4 different ways, 3 different ways, defining the array in 3 different ways. And then we saw associative array, and then we saw the array object, and then methods of array object. Remember, methods of object. Okay. Like that, we have a string. Students, array is a data type generally, but in JavaScript, array is an object. String is a data type, but here string is also object. So if we consider string as an object, there are many built-in methods we can use under the object, like array object. Okay. As we in object-oriented programming language, we can assign a data type as an object. The advantage of that is we can use many built-in methods. Okay. So now methods of string object. First, we have to know how to create a string object. We know how to create a array object using 3 different ways. Okay. So you have to know how to create a string object. In between, students, for the WP internal class test, which is going to happen on Wednesday. Okay. For internal WP class test, entire class, both the batches, should prepare complete CSS. CSS may whatever I taught, everything, and in JavaScript, the advantages of JavaScript, which is there in the file. Right now I open, no, in that file it is there. This file already I shared with you. Okay. So advantages in this file, starting from the first, you have to prepare advantages, uses of the JavaScript. And then we saw about some simple examples to understand document.write, get element by ID. And then we saw pop-up. Akansha, your video is turned on. Okay. Pop-up boxes. Okay. Students, pop-up boxes is a general topic. Okay. In JavaScript. There are three types of pop-up boxes. One of you asked in WhatsApp message, ma'am, pop-up box is which kind of box? ऐसे कुछ तो पूछा है. I think you did not understand. So there are 3 types of pop-up boxes. Pop-up box. Okay. Why it is called pop-up box? When you trigger some event, it will be popped up on the browser. So it is called a pop-up box. Okay. So 3 different types. Key in your ears, please. 3 different types of pop-up boxes you can create using JavaScript. Okay. Alert. So alert is a pop-up box. Okay. Alert pop-up box. Confirm pop-up box. Prompt pop-up box. Say all of you. Alert pop-up box. Confirm pop-up box. Prompt pop-up box. All these are pop-up boxes only. Okay. So 3 different types of pop-up boxes. But why 3 different types of pop-up boxes are needed? Because for 3 different purposes. When you want to display only alert message, you want to give to the visitor of the web page, of your web page, then you will create alert box. You want to get some confirmation from the visitor, you will create confirm box. You want to get some input from the visitor and accordingly you want to proceed the execution of the web page, then you will use prompt box. You will prompt, they will give input and you will take the input and you will access accordingly. So that is prompt box. These are 3 different types of pop-up boxes. This will also there for your class test. Okay. Now for both the batches, only one batch did not practically do the pop-up boxes and CSS, but orally, theoretically, I explained this to entire class. Okay. So you should not think that, okay, ma'am only executed the CSS and pop-up boxes for only batch 2. So batch 1 no need to prepare. No, the question paper is common for the entire class. The quiz, screen. The quiz questions are common for entire class. Okay, already theoretically I taught CSS and also pop-up boxes and JavaScript, the other things of JavaScript. So that you have to prepare for the exam, for this class test.
Ma'am?
Internal class test. Yes.
Ma'am, you
Yes.
haven't shared this file.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I did not share this file.
No, ma'am.
No, in Teams I shared. See, in Teams, in a files folder,
No, ma'am, not yet.
Ma'am, it's not
No,
there.
ma'am. Not yet.
not a shared. Or I sent to Ajil or what? I remember, but Ajil, are you there? Ajil, are you there in the meeting? Yeah, I think he's not. But I remember either I shared or I uploaded in the. Okay. Now after this lecture, immediate.
Prompt box.
Sorry.
We shared up only up till prompt box.
That is a different file. That is a different file. Okay. So that day itself, I
no
said
other
there.
files are there.
There are two files. One is your class notes, WP class notes file. Okay. And this one, after I started the JavaScript, this file already I had. Okay. So I said I'm going to use this file because all these content, the methods, everything, again, I have to copy paste from here to that file. So why honestly, if I have given this file, you can refer, no? Okay. Now after this lecture, I will be sharing this file immediately after the lecture. Okay. 10 minutes later, you can check. I will share the file in the files folder where I saved your WP lecture notes. No, this will be saved as a separate file. Okay. You can refer. Or right now, anyway, time is over. So I will share now. Okay. Okay. Students,
Ma'am.
10 minutes.
ma'am.
Yes. 10 minutes later, let me
Ma'am,
finish 1 second. 10 minutes later, you can see the file, this file, the JavaScript file. Okay. Now you can ask.
Sorry, ma'am, but I wanted to ask whether you're gonna take in Microsoft or Google Forms.
Why? How it will differ? Why you want to know that?
I'm
Any
just
reason?
asking. Like today, there was a problem in submission and like that.
What sir has used? Google Form.
Microsoft.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, we were using MS Teams today, and we faced some issues at the end while submitting the paper. Like we were new to the whole thing, so we weren't informed about it beforehand. So we were facing some issues during the submission and everything.
Okay, but everybody, it took little more time, right? Issue means what? I did not understand.
Like
Yes, ma'am.
we weren't informed about.
It
No,
was
no.
not getting submitted, ma'am.
You no need to previously inform about which form, which kind of application we are going to use. That is not necessary. But as you asked, yes, yesterday Ajil asked, how the what is the paper pattern would be. That and all, okay, we have to inform
Yeah,
to you.
yeah.
But which form we are going to use, either MS Office, MS Teams mode we are going to use, or Google we are going to use, that we no need to say to you. But if any problem comes, of course, that should be rectified
Yeah,
by
ma'am.
the
Like
respective
that's
teacher.
okay, but yeah, that's okay. But today, like we were using MS Teams for the very first time. So during like when the time was up
Oh,
at 11 o'clock, we thought that it was going to get directly submitted, but we weren't informed that we won't get any chance to submit it at 11 itself. So when it was 11 o'clock and when we were trying to submit the form, we weren't able to submit it. And we
okay.
had to tell Sir Lord to just extend the time a little bit so that we could submit it.
Okay.
Yeah, so such information weren't given to us beforehand regarding like we haven't used MS Teams before.
Okay. Even Google form also
Yeah.
automatically it will not be submitted, right? Will not be automatically submitted.
Ma'am,
That
but
option
it
is
gets submitted on the sharp time. For example, if it's 11, that then on 11 a.m. it will get submitted. But
which
on
one?
Microsoft Teams, 11 o'clock will not accept the answer. 10:59 should be there.
No, actually, even MS this form also MS Form or Google Form, whatever we used, submission time as a teacher we can't set, but we have to say to you that within this time you have to submit, and your submission happen, your response happen or not, that we can verify. I should ask sir what he did. Okay, but for WP that
ma'am-
won't happen. That won't happen.
Ma'am, can you,
Okay.
Yeah,
ma'am,
ma'am.
if you're taking Microsoft, can you please explain the rules like right now?
Okay, how
We'll
to
be
use? No,
different.
how to
Yeah,
use? Oh, okay, okay. So
yeah.
I am going to use Google Form only. Okay. So MS, I did not create the quiz in this MS Microsoft application. Okay. Okay. As you are using first time, you are saying this. Okay. So I will inform tomorrow what paper you have. What subject?
CS, communication
Yes.
skills.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I will message to ma'am if she will take the quiz in that MS Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Office. Then I tell her to, by taking 10 to 15 minutes priorly, she will explain you, okay, how to use the form. Okay. But WP, I'm going to use Google Forms only. Okay. And like that, I will say this to other teachers also. Okay. So you don't worry. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
But everybody submitted, no, today. Everybody successfully submitted your.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This I will note down. Okay. Okay. Now I will share the file. Not share. I will upload this file, this JavaScript file in MS Teams. Okay. Okay. Thank you, students.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
All the best. All the best for your class test. But during the class test, lectures will not be cancelled. Okay. That is only 20 marks test, you know. So lectures will not be, even lecture, practical, everything will be as per schedule. Okay. Will not be cancelled. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You all can leave.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye, students.
Fine.